Hi and welcome to Let's Talk, a series where each week I'll be choosing a player to speak about from the Arsenal squad, sharing with you my thoughts and opinions about their previous and current form, bringing you stats and asking what are the expectations going forward. So stay tuned and let's talk.
What's good, people? Welcome back to the Arsenal Bloodline. You're here with me, Jules, and this is another episode of Let's Talk. But before we get into all that, make sure you like and subscribe if you haven't already. That would be very much appreciated. So today's player we're going to be talking about signed in 2023, which was a very controversial signing at the time, caused a lot of confusion and anger amongst the fans. So today's player is Kai Havertz. So back in 2023, Mikel Arteta dipped into the pool of unwanted Chelsea players once again, signing Kai Havertz for £65 million. Now that's a lot of money, guys. That's a lot of money. That money could have been used to buy the striker that we didn't have, that may have taken us over the line in the last two seasons. Also, we probably needed a right-sided player at that time to cover for Saka, and also could have created more competition on the left side for Martinelli. But nope, obsessed with this, bringing in Chelsea players. Previous season he brought in Jorginho. Other seasons the likes of Willian came in, didn't really do a good job there. I think Kai Havertz is the sixth player that he's signed from Chelsea now. He seems to have this weird obsession with signing Chelsea players who are either coming to the end of their careers or just not doing it at all, and maybe thinking he can polish them and turn them into something different. But for me, I was probably one of those fans that was like, not having it. No, don't want him, don't need him. He was coming off the back of 18 months poor form. Wasn't doing much at Chelsea. He didn't want to be there and they didn't want him there. And lo and behold, he ends up at Arsenal. I can understand fully the fans' frustrations at the time, because like I said before, we was crying out for that number 9 to bag the goals and take us over the line to try and win this Premier League title. When he first came here, you could see he kind of looked out of place a little bit. Didn't get up to speed, wasn't up to speed with the way we played the system. He looked way out of it for me. He looked way off it. Seemed like, that new kid at school, getting to know his classmates. Performances were, what we expected as fans, I guess. Because we saw it, what he did the season before. He wasn't doing very well for Chelsea, and he seemed to just bring that same form to us. He was playing in that number 8 role, so he was quite high up the pitch. Nice little touches, but I felt that his play wasn't up to speed with our play. He's a bit slower. He plays at a slower pace for me. He likes to do things in his own time as well. So he might hold on to the ball a bit longer than normal, where we like to pop it off, get the ball moving. It took him a while to get to grips with that. I think, to be honest, he's still not up to speed with that. He takes a bit longer to pop the ball off, but I feel like he's really, really struggled in his first 10 to 15 games. Just couldn't get himself going. Couldn't score at all. And in that number 8 role, he's got the license to get forward, but didn't really get forward a lot. We had to give him his first goal at Bournemouth away, where he took a penalty and scored. And I think after that, he's probably started to feel a little bit more connection with his teammates, which then in turn, kind of like the fans, he started to grow on the fans a little bit, He started to then score a few goals after that. And I think he felt like he was at home, probably around about Christmas time in his first season. I think the fans took to him then as well. They even had that song for him. I'm not going to sing it, guys. But, it put him in a good stead for a little bit. And then obviously, Arteta decided to play him up front. We didn't have no striker, obviously, so he gets the nod. He goes up front. He's a big guy, has a big presence. He then, what I noticed, he started to get into a little tussle and wars with a few players. What he did do well was use his physicality well. Even though he's not a big guy, the biggest of guys then, but he used to throw himself about a bit. He used to work hard for the team, get back, track back, make his tackles, flick on the ball. And there was a moment where we had a tactic where from the kickoff, the ball would get launched into the corners and he would go up and challenge for it. And more often than not, he would win the first ball. And then that would set the play from there and set the tempo from there. He has got good movement, I'll give him that. Good feet, he's a good technical player. But at times, he dips. I would like to see him have like 3, 4, 5 games in a row where he's absolutely on fire. But I've not seen that as of yet. He seems to have 1 or 2 good games, and then you don't seem to see him again. He's anonymous in another game. But he has got good movement as well. I would say that. He scored a goal last season against West Ham. Good movement, good little run through there. Ball over the top from Trossard. In on it, great finish. And when he wants to, he does come up with the goods. He comes up with the important goals. You know, he's kind of clutch a little bit in that way. Scoring winners against Brentford in his first season, home and away. Also contributing to assists as well. He has got little flicks and little tricks. Don't always come off. His finishing is not the best at times when it should be. His one-on-one is awful. There's times where he actually misses the target. I was at a game last season where he did that. I can't remember who it was against, but he actually missed the goal, and it was like it was it was harder to miss. You know what I mean? And he actually missed. And also last season against Man City, where I think Declan Rice wins the ball or makes Akanji make a mistake, and Havertz is onto it. And this is a time where he's kind of low on confidence, needs a goal, and rather than take the shot on, he decides to pass to Ødegaard. Ødegaard taps it in, but you know, you think to yourself, in that situation, I need a striker that's going to be up there, confidence, no matter what, and go for it. Even though he did get his goal in that particular game, you know, but that was after the fact that it was 3-1, so there was less pressure to miss, I suppose. But Kai Havertz, yeah, he's an enigma player because no one knows what his best position is. I'm not sure Arteta knows what his best position is because he seems to have played him all over the place. And in fact, he seems to play a lot of players all over the place, to be fair. He missed like at least 4 months of the season last season. So, you know, disappointingly, because you never know now what might have been. But even though obviously Moreno went up top and covered for him, done a good job, being that he's not a striker. But who knows if Kai Havertz would have got some form and started to score some goals, you know. But going forward, I would say that it's going to be difficult for him now because we've now signed a proper number 9, and hopefully we'll get the best out of him and see the best of him this season going forward. But now he may have to play second fiddle, which is going to be another challenge for him because I want to know, is he going to get on with it or is he going to sulk? Is he going to try and, you know, throw his toys out the pram? Well, we'll see. Since his injury, he's bulked up a bit, so now he's looking quite hench. You know, he looks the part now. But can he play the part? That's what I want to know. It'll be very, very interesting to see what happens this season between the two of them, because I guess it's going to be some sort of rotation. We're in the cup competitions now, and last season, or over the last 2 or 3 years under Arteta, our cup record has been atrocious. Yeah, atrocious. The FA Cup especially. So maybe he'll play in one of those competitions and he'll be the main striker for that. I'm guessing that's my thoughts. And hopefully he can shoot us to glory in that. After all, that is our cup. I want to see us get to at least the semi-finals of the FA Cup with him, you know, being the spearhead for that. And on his day, Kai Havertz can cause defences a lot of grief, you know. It's just that I want to see him do it more on a consistent basis, because otherwise that's 65 million pounds sitting on that bench doing nothing. So guys, let me know your thoughts in the comments below. Would you sell or keep Kai Havertz? Do you think he should be rotated, or do you think he should be strictly playing second fiddle to Gyökerres? Let me know your thoughts, and don't forget to like and subscribe. I'll catch you on the next episode. Peace.